believe in God, but forgot they say. But I think God don't say. Brand new, I'm not the same. And I know that's not gonna change. You already forgave me for my sins. You got me crying on the floor.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Malaysia K and I'm back at it again with another video. So the Lord put it on my heart to share my testimony. So that's what today's video is about. I'm going to be telling you how He delivered me from the spirit of homosexuality, sexual perversion, lust, and the addiction of porn. So let's talk about it. So ever since I was a kid, I struggled with being attracted to women. It started in around kindergarten. I had my first kiss with a girl, and at the time I was growing up in a church. So homosexuality wasn't okay. Being gay or bisexual or any of those things weren't okay back then. It wasn't normalized yet. It actually didn't get normalized until I made it into high school. So I struggled with that all the way up until 7th grade. I would try to pretend like I didn't have those feelings, or I would just try to hide that part of myself. I was also struggling with having strong sexual desires at a young age, and I was just dealing with that all at the same time, the spirit of homosexuality. And then I found myself watching porn at the age of around 8 years old. And it's like all of these things are going on and I can't tell anyone. I'm struggling with these things. Like, I want to have sex and I don't even know what sex is. I am attracted to women and I don't even know parts of my body yet. Like, I don't even know things yet. I'm still thinking that a baby comes out of your butt, and I'm masturbating at 8 years old. I didn't even have my cycle yet. I caught my cycle at like 10 years old. So I'm literally just in all of these things and I don't have nobody to tell because I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm going to get in trouble, and like I'm scared they're going to look at me weird and all of these things, and I'm just going through it alone. I'm going through all of these things and I'm in um kindergarten. I have my first kiss with a girl, and then I'm in 3rd grade and I have my first boyfriend because and now I'm straight. I'm trying to force myself to not like girls. I'm trying to forget that I even feel this way about them. I'm trying to ignore these desires that I have and these thoughts that I have. And yeah, I'm pushing down something and I'm not fully dealing with it. I'm not acknowledging it. I'm ignoring it, trying to be normal. And yeah, and it lasted all the way up into 7th grade. So 7th grade is when I came out and my dad I told my dad that I liked girls and he was okay with it. He was fine with it and I told the whole school, and yeah, so now instead of being straight, now I'm fully gay. I'm struggling with my identity at this point. I don't know who I am. I just know that I'm finally free. I know that it's not a secret anymore, but I'm still struggling. I'm dealing with this lust that I have, and I'm just watching porn like every week. Like, there's not a week that I went without masturbating. Having these strong desires at such a young age led me to do something that I'm very ashamed of, something that I'm very afraid to say. I'm afraid of what people would think of me, but it has to be said. The Lord keeps pushing me to say it because I know that there's other people out here who are ashamed, who are afraid to admit it to anybody, who are afraid to even tell God about it. So it has to be said. I'm not going to say it right this second, but I am going to say it in this video. Having a parent that you can confide in is very important because if you don't, things like that happen. You become curious as a child. You desire things you don't know when to tell anybody. When you don't create a safe space for your children, it leads them to become sneaky and They don't know how to express their feelings, and they don't know how to tell people when something is wrong. You get what I'm saying? So being a child and being in a house that everybody looked to you as like an innocent child, like a precious, innocent, pure being, but really you're waiting until everybody goes to sleep to open up that iPad. Like you waiting until everybody leaves for work to go on that website. Like, and having these things, and I just feel like when you're not talking to your children about things, it leads them to do things that they don't know, and they don't know what they're doing. My mom used to always tell me that nobody is allowed to touch you here, nobody is allowed to touch you there, but she never told me what to do if I wanted somebody to do it. What if I wanted somebody to touch me there? What if I wanted somebody to touch me there? She never explained these things to me, and I had these desires and I didn't know how to control them. I didn't know how to make them go away. I didn't know how to make them stop. And it led me to be curious. When we were children, I played house. I played house, but I was the oldest. And I was very curious about the opposite sex and about the same sex. And it's so hard to talk about these things because this is something that nobody ever brings up. It was made into a joke in middle school when people would bring it up, but nobody would admit to it. Nobody would come out and say like I did that, because the thought of ruining somebody else's life, the thought of making somebody else like me, making somebody else go through the things that I'm going through, doing something that I didn't even know that I was doing. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I did it. And I could have ruined somebody else's life. I could have brought somebody into the same sin that I was committing, and I knew, and I didn't know any better. But I confessed this to the Lord. This has been bothering me my whole life. I have felt ashamed every time I think about it. But I'm here to tell you that if you've done it, He will forgive you for it. If somebody has done it to you, forgive them for it, for they not know what they have done. It's okay for you to forgive that person. It's okay for you to forgive yourself. It's okay for you to admit it to God. It's okay to cry about it, but it's time to let it go. Forgive yourself for the sins that you have committed and that you have led others to commit. Confess them to God. He will forgive you. But yeah, He delivered me from all of that. I'm finally in a space where I can look at a woman or a female and not feel a way towards them. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's still a struggle because I do find myself looking at boobs sometimes, but it's not a lusting feeling after them. It's a quick glance now. Instead, it used to be staring, it used to be imagining things. Now it's just a quick glance and I look away, and I'm not actively lusting after people. I'm not actively daydreaming about what me and that person could do in the bedroom anymore. I I now feel pure. I don't feel these sexual desires that was taking over my life anymore. And y'all, I'm keeping it real on here. I couldn't tell you the last time that I was horny. I'm telling you to give your life to Christ. He still called me through all of that. I've been sinning against him since I was 5 years old, probably younger than that. All the things that I've done, the people that I've had sex with, the people that I cursed out, the people that I've done wrong, the girls that I've been with, the men that I've been with without being married to. Like, give your life to Christ. The Lord will change you. You don't have to change yourself to come to Him. He will change you. He will do it for you. He will do the hard work for you. You just have to want to let Him. I didn't know that I didn't want to be homosexual anymore, right? I never thought of trying to turn that part off of me again, but the Lord did. I can remember the time that for the first time my mind and my body didn't agree anymore, right? There was this girl that I was with right before I gave my life to Christ. It was like I gave my life to Christ in December. I was with this girl around September, right? We had sex and my mind kept saying no, like I don't want this, but my body reacted in a way that it's never really reacted before. The first time that I had ever felt like that, it was like I know that this is wrong. That was the first time I ever felt like that, that's wrong, you know? And that's when I realized like the Lord is calling to me. The Lord is calling me like give this up. You don't even like this anymore. You're doing it because it excites you, because you haven't done it in a while, or because you don't have anybody to do it with. Give it up. And I did. He changed my mind. And if he can change your mind, he can change your heart. He can change your desires. He can change those temptations. He can turn it into a test. And you can pass them every single time with flying colors. Give your life to Christ. You don't have to try to change yourself to come to Christ. Living in sin is not okay. You cannot be homosexual and be a Christian. But that doesn't mean go try and change by yourself, because it's not going to work. You're going to you're just going to do what I did. You're going to ignore it. You're going to push those desires down. Come to him. Come to him and ask him for help. You can be gay, you can be bisexual and come to the Lord, but you cannot stay that way. You have to be okay with him changing you. You have to be willing to let him change you. But you can come to him. You can't fix yourself and then come to him, because it's not going to work. You will never truly be fixed. And I'm also not saying that the Lord is going to take those desires away from you. He might not. But are you willing to fight? Are you willing to come to him and let him know, like, hey, Lord, I'm feeling this way. Lord, I want to do this, but I know I shouldn't. Help me change. Help me to desire something else. Everything that's done is for God's glory. Whatever you are going through, you're going through it for a reason. So give God the glory for it. Praise him for it anyway. Worship him for it anyway. Give your life to him anyway. Serve him anyway. But yeah, I hope that I can inspire some people. I hope that I can reach some people and get them to come to God. I pray that you forgive yourself. I pray that you forgive that person who hurt you. And I just pray that you confess those sins to God. I pray that you come to God and allow him to change you. Allow him to do his works in you. Allow him to use your story so that you can share it with other people the same way that I am. So you can save somebody. So that they can make it into heaven. But yeah, that's all for this episode, guys. I'm probably gonna do a part 2 to tell y'all about like how lust affected my love life and how I struggle with the pride and the other things that the Lord has delivered me from. So stay tuned. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.
You say love is patient, love is kind. And I know I don't always get it right all of the time. But I always look better when I got you on my mind.